all the parts that we're installing can be purchased directly from us at thescooterking.com. We are authorized dealer of KYMCO, Lens, Sim, Genuine and Wolf brand scooters. They're being shipped to you nationwide, fully assembled, ready to ride. We sell all of these parts. Everything is easily available on the website. Just www.thescooterking.com. Here we have them, guys. AK550 Premium and the AK550 from the previous generation. I wouldn't even call it from previous generation because they are currently available 2025 AK550 and also 2026 AK550 Premium. They have it here as two different bikes. Are they really two different bikes? Yes and no. The engine is the same, the chassis is the same, but there are some key differences that if I would be buying the AK550 or I would be buying the high displacement scooter to have it for my everyday use, would I choose the Premium over the AK550? Yes, I would. Let's go through all the differences. Why would I do that? The main differences are you have the traction control. Because of the traction control, there is a lot more sensors, and because of those sensors, you have better ABS. You have something that's called cornering ABS. So the ABS reacts or interfere with your brakes differently if you are in a high angle or you are straight upward, you know, so the ABS is much better on the new bike, on the Premium bike. The traction control definitely helps. It happened to me a couple times, especially after upgrading hours. Whenever you are in some lean angle, you cannot hit it full because it will spin. You know, it will spin your tire, you will slide. So if you not control it well, and that's on dry, you know, so not rain, no wet. I actually didn't even ride this bike, I think, in like a heavy rain or something. Even on the dry, you're losing the control if you are aggressive with the throttle. So yes, the traction control is definitely justifiable in that AK550 Premium, and it's I can see it as a huge plus for many occurrences. The next thing is cruise control. Beautiful, you know, we have a cruise control. My friends making fun of me for the cruise control because I'm using cruise control on my S1000RR, you know, and I love it on my super sport bikes, and I actually picking like cute fights between us, you know, that the new Panigale V4 don't have a cruise control and these don't have a cruise control, and you know, they laughing at me that I'm using cruise control on a super sport bike. So on the touring bike or this Maxi scooter, I love the cruise control. Of course, I want it. I will use it all the time, you know, every time when you're going on a highway and you don't want to go over the speed limit. There's a 65 speed limit. Yeah, I set it probably on like 70 and keep it going, you know, so that's perfect traveling speed. The cruise control can make the ride much more relaxing. You don't have to be always on a throttle on and off, checking if you're going over the speed limit, less the speed limit, you know, like it's it can be less chaotic or less interfering, so you can just set the cruise control and go, you know, same like we're using in our cars. Another thing is, what is very good, is the adjustable windshield. I'm saying it very good, like no one else had it, but yes, the competition bikes had it, like the BMW C650 GT had it, you know, I'm not sure right now if the Bergman has it, but this is different because on most of these competitors, you have like two positions, like low position and high position. So, or you choose to have it on the highest position or you choose to have it on the lowest position. This bike can actually, you can stop the moving of the windshield at any point of time. So as long as you hold the button, that it moves, you know, but it can move a quarter of an inch, it can move a millimeter, you know, so it just moves by a little and you can basically stop pressing the button anytime, and in that position the windshield stops. So it's much better for the riders because we are all like different heights and everything, and we can feel the wind differently based on where we're sitting, how tall we are, and you know, based on our preferences. And on the other competitor bikes you cannot adjust it anywhere else, you have or high or low. So I like very much this thing. The rest of the things, if I didn't forget anything, are mostly cosmetics. You have the same size of the wheels, you have there is a different dashboard. So the dashboard looks different. I'm not very familiar with it, if there is any functionality differences. I'm sure I will get used to it and I will give you an update on it if there are any small differences in the functionality. But so far I see it's just the design. I'm saying it's just the design, but yes, there is a huge design difference between the AK550 and the premium model. And as you can all see, like the whole front was completely redone. The whole design language is different. They say, or they claim, that the whole front is wider and also more aerodynamic. So you should have a better deflection of the air and better comfort while you're riding it. Let's see if that's gonna be something that I'm gonna feel on the first ride. Keep in mind, I never rode one before. Keep watching. Of course, I will ride this one later in this video. I will give you all my honest opinions and feelings, and I will try to make you feel like you're sitting on the seat. Just talking about the seat is completely different. Looks better, it looks more expensive. I see that the shape of the seat is completely different than on the previous AK550. Many of the other design differences are there. Not just the whole front, the LED lights acting differently, so you can turn them on and turn it off as a daylights, running lights. You see the whole front over here, it's completely different than on this one. And the sides, all the design language from front to the back is completely different. You have the 4 buttons under the handlebar that you can open the fuel tank, open your seat, and switch between the trips on the dashboard and lock the bike. Right now they basically get rid of the circular ignition switch that you was using on the previous gen AK550, and you have the big power on button in the center of the handlebar, and then both of the switches on the left and right got completely redone. So from the left you can see like you have the regular turn signals and a horn, but then on the left thumb basically you have a control of the cruise control, you have the control of the headlights, and then this switch is exactly for the daylight running lights. So those are the ones that are like stripes on the sides of the fronts. And on your index finger you have the mode button that again you can switch between, let's say, like the rain mode and the full power mode. And then the heated grips got relocated as well, so all the way on the bottom of the left switch you have the heated grips button. The rear parking brake stayed on the same position, but it has like a nice logo. When you engage the parking brake, it has a logo on the bottom. Believe it or not, we had some customers who use the parking brake and then they try to ride it with the parking brake on, and they call us like, oh, the scooter has some big issue, it smells bad and it goes only 40 miles an hour. It was just that they forgot to release the parking brake. So yeah, you have some icon of parking brake on the lever right now. And then on the right hand side you have the kill switch, but again the kill switch was relocated on a different position, the nudo button and the starter button. And you have here some kind of a lock button for the, I guess it's for some cruise control or restricting of the speed. I will figure it out on a test drive, so I will keep you updated what these exactly do, because I don't know right now. Here you had 2 compartments on the previous one, but right now the left compartment got deleted because of the adjustable windshield. There is a mechanism for the adjustable windshield, so the battery used to be there, but it got relocated to the left side over here for your glove compartment. So there is not glove compartment anymore on this side, and you have the glove compartment only on the right side, and of course there is a USB charger inside of the glove compartment. Currently, for now, I didn't figure it out if your battery dies, how to open the seat manually or how to open the fuel tank manually. To me, it seems like there is no option to open manually the seat or to open manually the fuel tank, and you need to have a working battery in order to do both of them. So when you press these buttons right below the handlebar, it opens up your fuel tank and it opens up your seat. The seat kept still the adjustable, the portion of the seat that you have in the middle that you can adjust as a rider backrest, so you have 3 different positions, so you can move it up and down to adjust it based on your preferences, how big your ass you have and how long legs you have. and the rest of it, you know, I see the small differences, like the bottom fork legs, they are silver right now where they used to be black. And what do you think about the color? Because the color, I think it looks amazing. It gives it the premium high class feel. Like I can see that I would want to ride this AK550 in a suit, going to the business meeting or going to the office and doing some financial decision. That's how the color looks like. The back part of the bike stay almost the same, so the light is exactly the same, and you know, the exhaust is exactly the same, the brake disc, brake caliper is exactly the same, everything else looks the same. So the suspension is the same, but it got the red spring on the rear shock, and it had some nice accents on the wheel, like a stripes on the side of the wheel, and the wheels are gloss black versus they were like matte or semi-gloss gray before. Yeah, what you guys think? Do you like it? Do you see the differences beneficial? Do you see that the differences are good enough for you to upgrade from the AK550 to the AK550 Premium? Leave comments down below. Let me know what you think, and if you would upgrade from the AK550 to the AK550 Premium. Now I will take it for a test ride, and stay with me, so come on a ride with me.